Hey Ryan, how's it going?
Good. So I only have a few minutes, but so I talked to this guy, this contracting officer's representative up at the Border Patrol. Uh, that message that I sent you. So the contractor had the slats that they wanted to put into this fence, and the contractor's like, "Oh, it's only 10 minutes from my house. I'm going to be up in that area. I'll just slide them in." He already had them. So I called the contracting officer, and the contracting officer's like, I told him that, and he's like, "Oh, okay, yeah, that's great." He's like, "But it's got to be a pain in the butt. If we got to cover some of your time for that, just let me know." And I already had said that, he's going to be up there, and and we'll just slide it in. And then he's like, "Well, just bill me for everything, but $250. I want to leave $250 open." And now there's going to be a guy up there doing an evaluation of the site. He says, "We have a bunch of other work that we want to complete, and I want to leave this open."
Yeah, I that's exactly what I taught you would happen.
So all the way along, this guy is telling
Yeah, he's
spend
trying to,
money.
he's got a budget and he has to spend it and he's only got a couple weeks left to do it.
So when he starts talking, yes, we can do that. What's your budget for that? Yes, we could do that. What's your budget for that? That's the way that comes.
That's exactly it. And then if you go on the members area form, I've got what's called a proposed change order form, PCO. And you
Yep.
just fill that out and send it over to him and he'll get that money allocated to you and voila. Isn't this a great business?
Yeah. So okay, so that's one thing. The other thing is there was uh, a sidewalk that was supposed to be there. They took the sidewalk out. My contractor bid the sidewalk in his proposal to me. The sidewalk got taken out, but they didn't reduce my bid.
Well, then just give him a little bit of a credit for the sidewalk as part of the proposed. Just have a line item that says deductive amount for the sidewalk, 1,300 bucks or whatever. Just pick a number.
Yeah. So the Wally's going to pay me the Border Patrol is going to pay me 100% of my contract. They're not asking for a reduction. But would you go back to the contractor and he said, "Oh, I had $1,400 in that. Do I bill you for the $1,400 even though I didn't do the work?" And I said, "Well, let me figure that out." So would you take the $1,400 for yourself? Would you split it with the contractor? What would you typically do? Am I making sense?
Yeah, listen, I never try to take anybody for anything in this world, in particular the federal government. If he's got $1,400 in there and it was part of the contract, look, some of that $1,400 is overhead and profit, okay? So, you could give them back $800 or figure out what the real cost of the concrete is and the 3 hours of time for putting the
Okay.
framing in and just put a line item in there that says deductive amount for concrete, 600 or 800 bucks. If you're going to have a higher side on this thing, you're at least coming at it with what my dad refers to as white gloves, okay?
Yeah.
And then whatever you negotiate with the subcontractor for, I mean, I've in the workshop I talk about where one of my subcontractors got a major windfall like similar to this, um, and he ended up suing me for $14,000 or something. And I got out of that because in our subcontract agreement we talk about how to make yourself sue proof. I mean, in that part of the workshop. But anyway, so just negotiate something that makes sense.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. All right. That answers my questions. Yeah. This is the first one that I'm closing out, and I just want to make sure
Yeah, but
because
definitely leave it open so that he can, because once you bill it final, it's closed and they can't add any more amount to your contract.
yeah, yeah. Well, he said, he was like, first it was $500. He's like, actually, just do 250. That'll keep it open.
Yep.
And
He's
that guy's
exactly right.
and he's like, that guy will be up there today. So I got to let you go.
All right, bye bye.
Thank you.